Well, how y'all doing tonight? Hope y'all having a blessed night. It's just after 11 p.m. here in Little Rock, Arkansas. And I laid down, took a nap, and slept for several hours. Pardon me, I've gotten to the point where I realize that if my body needs it, I'm giving it to it. Pardon me. And I got out. I come across, actually, some of my art supplies. And it's one of the reasons why I want to get everything reorganized, because I want to get back into doing my arts and crafts. I used to do it a lot as a teenager. I was I'm an introvert extrovert. Back then we didn't even know what that was, but yeah. As a teenager, I sat in my room doing a lot of artwork, and I've done all kinds of artwork. Artwork that is considered dead art in this country, at least, like batiking and stuff like that. And I've made my own baskets, dyed my own reed, painted. Painting was nothing. I mean, I've done all kinds of stuff, and then I got into sewing. My grandmother sewed. She had one of those old singers, a foot pump, and people would cut up squares and bring them to her, and she'd make a quilt for them in a heartbeat. But she was and they'd give us something for it, you know, and she was a coal miner's widow. Okay, I'm actually a coal miner's daughter, because my father worked in the coal mines for years, and then decided he wasn't going to go out that way, and became a printer, and printed all his life, and worked his way into where he was a foreman in a printing place. But I'd sit up in my room, and I'd sew and paint. And this is some stuff that I've done, and these are all... I was going to make a quilt, but this is probably going to end up being some kind of wall hanging. All this is sewn by hand. I bought a Singer sewing machine, and it was messed up when I bought it. And I knew exactly what it was, because I had worked Vikings, Singers, foot pumps, all kinds of sewing machines, and it was the tension. When I bought it, it came with the tension messed up. If any of you sew, you know what that is. And so when I found out what it would cost to fix that, I decided to... And back then, they did have Singer sewing machine businesses where you could take your sewing machine to get it fixed. I doubt seriously they still exist today. But when I found out what it was going to cost to fix that, I just went back to sewing by hand. And all this is done by hand, all of it. This is embroidery. I've done a lot of embroidery. Most of my stuff I've given away over the years. This is going to be a small little pond, lake type of thing, with something in the background. I don't know, mountains or sun or any. I'm looking to get back into this. All right, I'm chomping at the bit to get back at this, and but I got to get everything straightened out in here first, and really. And now I got some balloons today. I want to try a new painting medium that I've seen. They take this type of balloon here, and they turn it inside outwards, which I don't see the point in, really. They put a marble in it, and then they put a rubber band around it, and then they turn it right back the way it was, and they inflate it a little bit, and then they dip it in acrylic paint and put it on the matte canvas, whatever they're using. And it looks like a flower, and then it looks just like a flower, and then they just draw the stems and leaves on it. And I want to try that, but I really don't see the point in turning it inside outwards. I guess I'll figure that out. But I'm looking forward to getting back to this. Yeah, I picked up some paints and accumulating that stuff a little at a time. Now, I don't know. I get Walmart's Plus, okay, which includes delivery, and I don't know why they do this, okay? Because there's 2 Walmarts and a Sam's Club here in town, or close by, and they'll ship this. You can put an order in, and they'll ship this stuff separate. It comes separate. I don't know why they don't just send it all from one store. I mean, I could see if it was a particular item, but balloons, come on now. And so I got this delivered. It's separate. Often my cleaning supplies will come separate. And they ship it. shipping is included in what I pay, and you know, it's all part of the package deal. Why they do this, I have no idea. It's beyond me. I mean, my groceries will come for the most part. Sometimes even they come separate, delivered. I don't get it. It's all right here in town. So, but it is what it is. And so I'm looking forward to trying that out. I don't know how much more sewing I'll get into. I'm really wanting to get into some painting right now. I loved pottery. I made some pottery when I was in school because I had access to a potter's wheel. I have used a potter's wheel. And my teacher was like, "This isn't paraphernalia, is it?" It's like, no. I had to, and it was. I constructed me a bong pipe type of thing. It was a skull, and it sat in the jaw. They were separate, and yeah, it had a few holes in it. Yeah, so, but I had to explain to my teacher, no, that's a pencil holder. Yeah, and it looked really good when it came out of the kiln. I mean, it was really nice. But I was a teenager, so yeah, I was a teenager once. But I did enjoy pottery when I could do that, and so I'm looking forward to getting back to doing some artwork. It's Tuesday all day long, I know that, and it feels like a Saturday. I don't know why. And I was talking to some neighbors today, and they got a puppy. They got a little bitty white a pit bull, just a puppy. And it was a rescue. You know, they're bottle feeding it and everything, and you know, they were a little bit worried about it. It was weaned from its mother's too soon. That's the first thing I noticed. I said, "Isn't that puppy a little bit too young to be away from its mama?" And that's when she said, "Yeah, it was a rescue, and they're bottle feeding it, and it's getting along really well." A beautiful couple. I like people, okay? So I'm friendly. I get to talking to people, and they're not used to that these days. But it's a beautiful couple, and they live up the way. And I asked her, "Can I take a video of your puppy?" Because I make YouTube videos, and she said, "Sure." You know, so I'm going to get around to that. I'm juggling, as most of us do. So, but it's going to be really cute. It's a really cute little. It's all white. Okay, the little puppy is all white. It's going to be a beautiful dog. So anyway, I'm about to get me some stuff done here tonight. It's a little bit cooler. I think a lot of people have taken to resting during the day when it's hot and doing more at night, because we're in a heat wave here with no end in sight. Tomorrow, again, it's supposed to be up in the 90s. Humidity here is like 73, 76%. Which makes it that much more hotter. So, and everybody's trying to keep the electric bill down. Yeah, so, and another thing, I mean, a lot of states are pushing, and I've seen this, where you have solar panels, and then you sell your excess back to the electric company. And you know, they put it out there to be a good thing, you know, and it helps everybody, and it's supposed to lower the electricity bill. But in some states, people that went along with that program are finding that they're getting bills that are at least $30 when they've only used like $17 a month. And I seen this online, and they called about it, and it turns out that the electric company is making it mandatory to pay a bill at least $30. The same people that pushed to help people get solar panels so it would be cheaper are now having a minimum of $30 on a bill. So, I mean, some of these people are like, with all these solar panels and stuff, like I said, for a whole house, they're only paying like $17, $18 a month, but they're still getting bills around $30 because the electricity company has started making it to where they have to have a minimum of $30, and I think that's horrible. I don't think they should do that to people. Put it out there where you can save money, and then a minimum bill of $30. I mean, I don't know if that's going on in your area, but it's popping up in some, and people are up in arms over it, and I don't blame them, because they're screwing them is what they're doing. Any residual electricity that they have left over, they're selling back or giving back to the electric companies, and the electric companies are screwing people. Oh, you got to keep an eye on everything. Me, I'm just trying to keep my electricity bill down. It's actually more during the summer when I have to have the AC than it is in the winter when I have to have the blower for the heater on, because I got, forced air. Everything's forced here. So, for people to be suffering out the heat or whatever, and then trying to save money, and electricity companies are screwing everybody, I don't think it's right. So I don't know what's going on in your area, but you might want to keep an eye on that. All right, so I'm going to get me back to work here and get a little bit done tonight while it's a little bit cooler. Anyway, I hope you all had a blessed day, and stay cool, in this heat. If y'all having the heat, if y'all getting nothing but rain, I pray that it stops, because some people are getting way too much. All right, then y'all have a blessed night, and thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it when you stop in. I appreciate your comments. All right, y'all have a nice night. Bye-bye.